Darn it. We weren't recording, Dee. Cheers. I'll get it. Hello? Oh, you've been waiting? For a Tipsy Tarot? I got you.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Preparing the Krabby Patty!
Hi guys. Fancy meeting you here in my kitchen after all this time. You might be wondering, Dutch, why do you no longer do drunk tarot? The answer is I don't really drink anymore. But I decided I wanted to do a little tipsy tarot. I was inspired by one of you beautiful viewers out there who literally published a book and got some of your inspiration from my drunk tarot and some of your knowledge and aid in your twin flame journey from my videos. So yeah, I was blown away. I was literally blown away. Thank you so much, Rose, for sending this to me. I really don't even have words. It's incredible to be any kind of a muse in any way to any person in my eyes. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for fucking doing the damn thing and publishing this book. It's called A Fortunate Drink. It's got drinks for every, what did we just open to? We opened to the 8-ball. That's crazy, because we have an 8-ball. But wait, save that for later. Anyway, we opened to the Fool. How appropriate, because we're starting something new here. But yeah, there's a drink for every card, and I just think that's so neat. So thanks for sending that to me. And then Sarah, my longtime client, Sarah, she's in California, and she's on the Sphinx Ranch, and she sent me this beautiful dress, and I love it so much. And I thought, well, with my beautiful new book and my beautiful new dress, I might as well do a drunk tarot for these people. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing Tipsy Tarot. I don't really want to be fully drunk. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm drinking some Happy Dad. I already crushed this one. And now I have this one to drink. Death Row Records. Cheers, baby. So we'll get right into the reading now that I was a silly goose. Today we're gonna find out what they would say if they drunk dialed you. So, and on top of it, I'm tipsy, so it'll be even more authentic. So we have 4 different groups to choose from today. So pile 1, you are going to be this Ochosi Justice Jar. These are available in my Botanica. They will be linked in the comments and also in the description. This is really powerful. This is with an indigenous spirit, Ochosi, who is incredibly fair and very justice driven and impartial to whoever's doing the spell work. So like, let's say you're in a situation and you did wrong, justice will be served to you as well, because he's completely neutral. It's a very Libran energy, it's an indigenous energy, it's a no-nonsense energy. So that's going to be group 1. Group 2, you're going to be this beautiful little crossroads potion, also available in my shop. This is the very last one. This was an incredibly powerful working that we did around October. We literally went down to a crossroads cemetery, did a whole fucking ritual thing, and like called upon Hecate and Ilegua, and there's actual cemetery dirt in this potion from the Crossroads Cemetery, on top of being blessed in the crossroads during the ritual. So that's going to be group 2. And it smells like pumpkin popcorn. And group 3, you're this beautiful money and magnetism green fairy money jar. So this is also available in my shop. I have a couple more of these. The green fairy is really elusive and magnetic. She can be a bit of a trickster, but incredibly sexy and also materially driven and abundance driven. Green is also connected to the heart chakra and Mother Gaia, of course. So that'll be group 3. And then group 4, this is a skull that I made during the Lionsgate portal of last year. I did an incredible ritual where I didn't even add any wood. It was just like the most giant, crazy green flames ever. And like, those who participated know, because it was like insane. Like I was curled up in a ball and I was just like praying that everything went well, because there were these huge flames and nothing feeding them, and they were green, like they were bright green. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So I made individual skulls for each person, and I loaded them, I hand loaded them for each person in that working. And so this is one that I made to use for the next working this year. So this is a bit of foreshadowing. So that's going to go ahead and be group 4. So I will hold all these up together so that you can see them together to make a good, I'll try an hour to make a good decision for you. And pause the video if you need to. And we'll get right into your readings. Yeah, see you in your group. Wow! Alright, hey group 1. This is for those of you who chose the Ochosi Justice Jar. Cheers. Cheers. Alright, I already said a prayer. I already set my intentions. We're going to get some good information for you today. So, Spirit, if group 1's person called them tipsy or drunk, what would they say? I just heard, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I just heard back in black too. They would tell you you don't give yourself enough credit, and that it actually shocks them a little bit, how much you don't necessarily see your value, or don't recognize how beautiful you are inside and out, or just how much you have to offer. They'd probably tell you to stop wasting time with any of these other jokers that you might be wasting your time with. So they're saying too that it's like you're coming up as the Empress, and we have the 6 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Pentacles. And so they're saying that it's like, even though sometimes you do recognize your worth, a lot of the time you don't enforce it. And so they would just tell you how much they appreciate you, how valuable you are, and how much you're worth, which is a lot. You're worth everything. Oh, this person's smitten. Like, I just keep hearing smitten. I don't know why I just saw Kermit the Frog. So maybe it's like Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, where it's like you're the more dominant personality and they're just like really, really sweet. Yeah, they would say that like, oh my God, I just heard Michelle Branch. If you want to, I could save you. I could take you away from here. Don't judge my singing, please. I'm not a singer, I'm a reader, okay? Please be kind. They would tell you that a lot of the issues that you have going on right now in your life are directly related to your lack of self-worth. And they really want to get you out of your own head. If you have a lot of anxiety or if you overthink things, they really want to help you get to a space of neutrality, and they could also help you be a bit more logical about things because they see things very much as they are, whereas you've been seeing them through the lens of anxiety. They would want to build a foundation with you in order to get you out of your head. This person would help to liberate you in some way. If they did call you right now, like their words and what they express to you would help to liberate you from your self-doubt and your own hesitance. They see that you're very gentle, but, whoa, excuse me, I give it an 8. That was pretty good. So it's like, I feel like there's a huge part of you that wants to be soft, but life has made you hard. And this person is also tough, but sensitive. And they're also soft, but not in a way that's like detrimental. They're soft in a way that makes them relatable. And so they would want you to let your guard down around them. They'd help you to, be a bit more logical. And they want you to know that they see you. So, like, if they called you right now, they'd be like, dude, like, I see you. I wish you saw yourself through my eyes. I wish you could see that you're so valuable to me. I wish you could see that you have so much to offer. I wish you could see yourself for the truth of what you are, to block out these negative emotions, feelings, and anxiety, and to be more logical, and to be more soft, and to be more of yourself. I see in the past you've been through a lot here with the Devil card, and so it's like you don't really trust anybody. Yeah, with the Devil and the Tower, it's like they would tell you that like they wish they could save you from all of that. They wish that you didn't have to endure all of those things, but I just heard you be like, that's what makes me who I am. Like, I'm not what is that song? Mariner's Apartment Complex by Lana Del Rey, when she's like, catch a wave and take in the sweetness. Think about it, the darkness, the deepness, all the things that make me who I am. So, I just got chills. So it's like this person wants to save you from yourself, but you're almost like, I don't need saving. Like, this has made me who I am. Like, I feel like all you want right now is to feel like safe and soft and comfortable. And it's like, there's no saving necessary. The only thing that needs to be done is you to let your guard down. And it would hurt them badly to know truly the depths of what you've been through in your life, because they see you as such like a gem and such like a goddess and light-bodied energy that they just feel that, they would tell you like it's not fair, it's not right, and that it's very much like it's giving like very tough woman with a softer man, if that makes sense. Or it doesn't have to be gender. Like, it's giving a very tough feminine energy with a softer masculine energy. They would tell you, they're like, what I just heard? What you're looking for has been here the whole time. You see that I'm the one that understands you. By Taylor Swift. You belong with me. Right? So here with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups, they'd be like, what are you doing? What you doing? Can I come over? Can I cuddle? Can I just tell you how pretty you are? Can I run my fingers through your hair? Can I touch your face? Can I just look into your eyes? Like, this is a softie. It's a little softie. Jesus, what's that? 10 of Swords. Oh, I think Spirit's just saying be careful, because what goes up must come down. And just as like, it's like they put you on this pedestal, and it's like it could be difficult if you show your humanness, because you are very human. Like, that's what we are, right? Like, yes, you're coming up as this goddess energy, but you're also a human. And so what goes up must come down. And if they put you on this pedestal, eventually that pedestal's, you've got to come down from the pedestal, And what is that? 10 of Swords. Oh, so you could have had a really karmic relationship in the past, and because of that incredibly karmic relationship, it makes them fall even more deeply in love with you because they, like I said, they want to save you. It's like they have this like, I want to fix you complex. I want to love you. I want to nurture you. I see in the past, you know, you're a very loving and soft person, but because of what you've been through, it made you very tough. And I also see too that it's like, if somebody recently hurt you, don't like run and jump into something with this person to try and get over the ex that hurt you, because this person's very sensitive. And this sensitivity and infatuation with you could turn to like, just bossiness, like bossing you around, or like, you know, constantly having to walk on eggshells around their feelings. And it's because this person isn't someone that does well as a rebound. So that's for a specific group of you. Don't use them as a rebound. Yeah, you don't want your cake and eat it too. Like you have to do the healing. You can't heal through this person. As much as they want to save you, you have to save yourself. Anything else they would say? Honestly, there's a lot of darkness here. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of... It's very polarized. Like, there's the Nine of Swords here, and it's like, you have your own demons that you need to slay. There's your own work that needs to be done. I'm just going to hold these up so you can kind of see what we're working with here. It's like all these black cards and all these light cards. It's incredibly polarized. It's like you have your own stuff that you're trying to work through, and, you know, finding comfort in a different warm body outside of the negative situation that you're trying to navigate, or the negative feelings that you're trying to navigate, isn't going to solve any problems. So definitely don't use this person as a rebound. They're way too sensitive and soft for that, and they really they would really fall for you, and it just wouldn't work out in the end because they're too loving, they're too kind, and they're too feminine. Like, their energy is too feminine. And also it's like, a woman like you or a person like you can't just come into someone's life like that without them like gripping on very deeply. So it's like, you could come into their life here with the Queen of Cups and the Star energy, and it's like you're someone that they'll never forget. So don't, they might even tell you this if they were drunk. Like, I just heard, don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart. Like, don't mess with this person. Like, they would probably tell you, like, dude, like, I've been through a lot. Like, don't, like, if you don't care about me, like, don't string me along, this and that. Like, they're emotional and they're polarized. They're a good person, but they want to save you, but there's nothing to save. So just keep that in mind. And it's like you have to find this comfort within yourself here with the Queen of Cups. You have to learn how to process and control your emotions from whatever heartache and pain you just went through. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be anything, any kind of heartache and pain and suffering. You have to learn how to process those emotions on your own and how to get control of them and get a grip on them. And here with the Star card, it's very much like you're your own healer. You don't need this person to heal you. What do you want to say, Spirit, about group 1? We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, unrequited love. There is not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. So it's like you have to have faith in yourself, and I just feel like it's like, yeah, if you're using this person as a rebound, it's just like eventually it's gonna, like, it'll fizzle out. The attraction will, yeah, retreat. You'll be out of there. Yeah, you're finna get out of there eventually. And you can't use them to call in your soulmate. Like, you should just do that on your own. Because I see that even if you set boundaries and we're like, yeah, this is just casual, I don't think they would do well with that. So how do they view them? They're viewing you as definitely, like, so you're coming up as Persephone, and then you're also coming up as Lilith. So you're coming up in this very dark goddess energy. This is I just heard that song, I'm a new soul, I came to this strange world, It's like this is a younger soul, and so you're coming up in this older, more primordial dark goddess energy, and because of that, that's why it's almost like you'd like eat their soul and spit it out, because they're not necessarily equipped to deal with a woman or person like you, you know? So please don't break their little achy breaky heart. But you do feel like home to them, and there is a sense of home that you get from them, but at the same time it's out of balance. See, he's like on his knees and she's like above him. I just heard that song. She's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. Should make a playlist. The Age of Light, you've been training for this for a lifetime. So Spirit's just reiterating that you have all the tools that you need to heal yourself. You don't need to find a warm body in someone else. We also have Starseed, what lights you up. And then we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So call upon your star family and do things that really speak to you and your soul and your heart. And you don't have to go and sleep with someone or, you know, date someone you're not interested in or you don't have a lot of chemistry in just to try and heal the wounds of the past or, you know, heal what someone else did to you. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit, we have Lights Out, Wake Up, and House of Mirrors. Right now, you're not seeing things clearly. I just think in general, you're having like a distorted perception of reality in yourself. And so Spirit's saying like right now with this Lights Out card, like that kind of happens. I feel like you're going through some pretty strong DNA upgrades. And then it's like all of a sudden you're going to wake up. I just heard Katy Perry, I'm wide awake. So it's like you're waking up from some sort of dysmorphic view of the world and of yourself. And it was supposed to be this way for a while. Like it was supposed to be this way and you're about to wake up so that you can know the truth. And the more you take care of yourself and like go within yourself, the more you'll be rewarded. So that's what I have for you, Group 1. I hope you liked it. Like if you did, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will hopefully see you another time. Cornica decided to scratch in the bathroom. All right, cheers in my chaos house. Bye-bye. Hello, Miss Lady. And by that I mean, hello, Group 2. This is one of those of you who chose the Crossroads Potion. Yeah. Okay. So I already said a prayer, I already set my intentions, let's get into it. So I already got to say Group 2 feels a bit more punchy than Group 1. Group 1 was a bit lovey-dovey. Let's see what the hell your person has to say. Alright. Spirit, what does Group 2's person want to say? I just heard, get out of here. This person is resistant. And it's not that they're just resistant to you, like they are resistant to love. And I just heard, might as well admit it, you're addicted to love. So it's like, maybe they're so resistant to love because they find they get addicted to the people they're in love with. And I just heard an, oh yeah, baby, I could get addicted to you. This person's funny. They just went like this to me in my head. They might not like witchcraft or like tarot reading. Yeah, hold on, let me just be like, I come in peace. They've like lowered their arms, but they still don't trust me. Wow, okay. Group 2, what would you say to Group 1 if you drunk dialed them right now? They would tell you, they'd be like, this is a drama queen or king. This is a drama llama. Alright, so they would tell you that they've been hurt in the past. I just heard Run Like Hell by Pink Floyd, that song. So they would tell you, you know, I'm wounded, I'm healing, I've been hurt in the past. I feel like I'll let you down too. I let down a lot of people in my life. This person doesn't have very high self-esteem. They'd be very honest. I think they're really adorable, and I think that they're very much like a jester or like the life of the party. And they put on a good mask of confidence, but like deep down they're very insecure. My nose is itching, which means this person is gonna come back in some way. You could even get a drunk dial, but basically it's like they'd just be like, I'm no good for you. Because look, he's like walking away from her and she's in the background. And then with the Three of Swords here, it's like they're definitely healing from some heartbreak. My nose is really itchy, which means they're going to come back. They would tell you, I just heard, like, if you could be with anyone and you create your own reality, why would you create a reality with me in it? Like I said, they're very low self-esteem. Also, I feel like you are creating communication here with the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands. I feel like there is communication that's going to be incoming, and it's going to be quick, and it's going to be when you least expect it. You could run into each other. It could be like a like sudden drunk dial. They would tell you that they think you're really sweet and beautiful, and that I just heard you got it going on. I also feel like they see that you would be like a really good mother, that you're very nurturing and kind. And look at these little baby like mermaid thingies at the top there. It's like they would tell you like that you're pretty much the total package and that you make them very happy. Look at, I didn't even notice this before. There's like a tiny sun there and a tiny moon on the other side. And so they tell you that you make them very happy, but that they feel like it's not safe for them to let go. Like they have been just burned so badly in the past, and they're also holding their emotions really tightly to their chest. Like they don't really want to express how they feel or put themselves out there because they feel like they've been stabbed in the back so badly in the past. However, I do see that Spirit is coming in to make a major change, and this change is definitely coming at least by Scorpio season, because they can't live this way forever. They're just way too closed off. It's also affecting their health. Like their negative attitude about themselves and about life in general is starting to affect their health, and they're going to be forced to make these changes around their health. With the Justice card too, Spirit's saying you will get justice with this person, and I don't think this group doesn't feel like they necessarily did anything wrong to you. It just feels like they run because they don't want to do something wrong to you. So I just feel like I feel like they keep saying too, like, it is not, like, it is justice for me to not open up. It is justice for me to not share my emotions. It is justice for me to not get involved in your life because I have a lot going on. Like, they feel like they're doing the right thing, and they're really just stifling themselves in their own growth. They also fear too that you have a lot of people who have their eye on you. Excuse me, I give it a 4. That was not that large. Okay. Yeah, it definitely freaks them out a little bit that you have, you're just a very attractive person, so it's like they would have to be, some of their insecurity would have to be rectified in order for you to be together, because it's like, even if you don't feel like you're conventionally attractive, like your soul and your energy and your light and your body, whether you give yourself credit for it or not, like your flesh suit is attractive. And so when you go places, you're the kind of person that people stare at, or they enjoy looking at you or striking up a conversation with you. You could just be a real people person that, like, whenever you go places, people just talk to you. And it's like with the 5 of Wands, they would really have to get used to like other people taking notice of you and not letting their insecurities run away with them. Because if you were going out and there was always people hitting on you or like talking to you or staring at you, if their insecurities got the better of them, then it'd be like they would chase you away. Because they would, like, you'd have to constantly be reassuring them that, like, no, like, I choose you, I like you, I'm here with you, I came with you, And it's almost like I just heard, like, but why would a girl like you ever be with a guy like me? And like I said, it doesn't have to be gender, it's just what I heard in my head. But I see this person's going to start chasing you very soon, because there's this, like, I just heard you ignited something in me. Like, you sparked something in them that they forgot was there. There's, like, a certain chemistry that you sparked in them when you met, or when you had your last conversation or whatever, like the last time you saw each other. And that could have been why they ran, because they're so closed off and they have a lot of pain and they don't feel good enough. They feel very inadequate, not just with you, but in a lot of different areas of life. So they could have run away, and I see soon the tables are going to be turning and they'll be chasing you back, because there's like this kindred energy between the two of you. It's like there's this like soulmate connection and this like nostalgia. It's like there's like this understanding, this unspoken understanding between the two of you here with the Six of Cups. And then we have with the Death card and the Page of Cups, yeah, that further solidifies that by Scorpio season. Things should be shifting. This also could be a Scorpio because we do have the Grim Reaper coming in twice. But I see that it's almost like their emotions are going to spill out. And if they are a Scorpio, it's like they could be holding it in. And then it's like all of a sudden it just pours out. You could be a Scorpio as well. But I see it's like this was very frightening. Like meeting you was very frightening for them because it was the first time they felt they couldn't control their emotions or they couldn't control themselves. So if they were around you and they like couldn't stop flirting with you, and then it's like you were like, hey, like, would you like to like meet up again? And they're like, no, I'm no good for you. And you're like, well, that's weird because you spent the whole night hitting on me. And they're like, I must go. You know, like it's very dramatic. It's very Scorpio, very dramatic, very... My life is a play. That's a song by Marina and the Diamonds. It's that. It's dramatic. It's that whole album. Prima Donna Girl. This person is that whole album. That's a dramatic freaking album. Shit's about to change though because they can't really hide their feelings or their emotions. And they would tell you that if they called you. Yeah, you could end up in a relationship with this person. I just heard fuck around and fall in love with the King of Pentacles. This person has a lot to offer. They just have really low self-esteem. They have stable emotion. Well, their emotions are a little iffy, but for the most part, they have good control over themselves. They have a good stable foundation built at work. They have a good stable foundation built at home. And they are ready for the next phase in life. They're just convincing themselves that they're not. Ah, I see. So either you or them have some codependency issues, or codependency could have been what ruined their relationships in the past. And we also have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So this could be a friend of yours, a friend of your friends, or spirits just acknowledging that, like, excuse me, I give that an 8. That was pretty good. 7.5. Also, I'm noticing the Santa Muerte in 3 of these cards. So for some of you, Santa Muerte is watching over this connection, but also Spirit wants you to ask for help. And I specifically see like cherubs, like little sweet little cherub babies around you. Not necessarily like your future children, just like cherub energy and angelic energy. Forgiving and learning. So it's like they're in a state right now where they're learning how to forgive and forgive themselves. Like they're learning how to forgive other people, but how to forgive themselves. And this person doesn't listen well. Here with the horn, I'm noticing that for the first time. It makes me think of like fucking Beethoven. Like they just don't listen well. So you could be like, hey, like let's talk about this, and they're just like not listening. They have selective hearing. I just heard they have a fucking thick head. And then we have, this could be the one, you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And he is holding her stomach like she's pregnant, so just be careful if you're not trying to have a baby. How does Group 2 see, how does Group 2's person see them right now? Very kind and compassionate, very ascended, too good for them. Too pretty, too successful, too everything. They're also like see you as like a warrior and like you intimidate them a bit. Your energy definitely intimidates them a bit. They see you as a warrior and not someone to be messed with. And someone who like goes after what you want. Like you're a very motivated person, and if they've been feeling depressed or down, it could be hard for them to match your motivation, you know? They definitely think you're too good for them because look, she's like way above him. And then here with Persephone, there is something about your dark goddess energy that frightens them. But there's something really healing and inviting about you too. I just heard it, they just showed me, you know, the white and black spiral that like hypnotizes people. It's like you want to look away, but you can't. Like you want to walk away, but you can't. There's something very polarized, like very light and dark about you that like draws them in, but like freaks them the hell out at the same time. I just heard it's in your eyes. Like, it's something about your eyes. All right, so we have, I think this person could call you. If they do call you, pick up. Because we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So definitely get out in nature. Mountains and crystals could be a synchronicity for you, as well as waterfalls, as well as a sunrise. You could watch the sunrise with this person, or you could be out until sunrise with this person. Tune into your heart, because I do see a lot of pink here. Then we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And then we have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So how in this situation are you being called to step up and lead? I feel like it's just like you recognizing your worth and value and letting them go through whatever they're going through, so you don't fall into the trap of codependency. And then after they've healed what they need to heal, then it's like you can come together as a unit, but you can't take on their problems. I feel like what Spirit is saying. And then we have flavorful futures, high octane, and then good vibrations, archangel. So Spirit's saying that like your future is really bright with this person, and it's going to take off very quickly. This person could also ride a motorcycle, because we do have this person on a motorcycle in this card. But I just feel like it's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for things to like take off, and all of a sudden they will, and it's going to be fast, and your future is going to look so beautiful and so bright. And then with the good vibrations, archangel, Spirit's literally saying like your only job right now is to stay in a high vibration, heal yourself, focus on yourself, and don't worry too much about this person or the situation, because it's not your problem. Their problems are not your problems, right? That's how we stay out of that codependency energy. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it, group 2. Like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will hopefully see you another time. All right, bye-bye. Hi, group 3. Cheers. Okay. So, this is for those of you who chose the green fairy money jar. Money and magnetism. Alright, group 3's person. Before I even turn on the camera, I heard When She Says Baby by Jason Aldean. And it's all about how, like, this guy is like, life is hard, but his woman always pulls him back. And, like, when she calls him baby, he just melts. So maybe this person, when you call them baby, if you call them baby, they just melt. They're just like putty in your hands. I just heard I want love so bad, like so bad, and I don't know how to receive it. They just show me them like throwing something too, like throwing something down and getting like very frustrated, because it's like they want to receive, they just literally don't know how. So Spirit, what would group 3's person say to them if they drunk dialed them? I need more time. Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. That's what I just heard. But I just heard I need more time. I also just heard like I want to lay the foundations. I want to lay the seeds. But it's hard for me to communicate these things. They would tell you that they've been kind of going through it. And they're afraid that they've taken too long and that you're going to leave them behind forever. Wow. Whoa. What is that 7 of Swords? They would tell you that they know that you're sick of their shit. I feel like this is the group that it's like the person that you've given 100 chances and it's like they're not changing. And it's not because they don't want to change or because, they're not trying. I just feel like whatever they're trying isn't working, and they're trying a lot of different things. But I see that in other news and good news, you're not putting up with it anymore, because we do have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. And you know what? They just showed me, I just heard Sagittarius, so they could have some major Sagittarius placements, but they just showed me that TikTok of that lady that's like, next person who walks out of my life, I'm coming with you. I'm sick of my shit too. And she like walks out of the house with like, with a suitcase. Yeah, that's them. They're sick of their shit too. And I just heard you're not the only person who's calling me out on my shit. It feels like everyone's calling me out on my shit. They're not doing so hot right now. They're feeling really alone. They're feeling very misunderstood. They're feeling like they dug themselves in a hole and they don't know how to get out of it, but they're also like really ignoring it. This person is a runner too. Like, look, it's like you're the one walking away, but they're like, oh, let me run away first. So it's like, this is the kind of person, okay. They just told me, okay, when I was in 8th grade, I went to summer camp and I was dating this kid and I loved him when I was at summer camp when I was in 8th grade. And we went to different schools because, you meet people from all over when you go to camp. And he was into Marilyn Manson and he was like a tough, badass guy. And I mean, as badass as you can be when you're 13 years old. And he really liked me and I really liked him, but it got to a point where I was like, why are we dating? Like, we're not, like, I don't drive, like, I can't see him. I'm not gonna see him for an entire year and then we're supposed to start dating again when we get back to camp. Like, being a kid is so weird and like being in relationships, like, is so weird. We would chat on AM and so I'd been thinking about breaking up with him and I had been online for like at least an hour and a half and nothing's changed. It's fucked up. But anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And so I messaged him on AIM and I was like, hey, like, I just think we should break up. Like, we're never around each other. Like, let's just, if it works out, like, let's just get back together when we go to camp next year. And he was like, oh, you must have missed my away message. My away message said I was breaking up with you. And I was like, well, that's interesting because I've been online for an hour and a half. So that can't be true. And so it's like that. It's like you decided like, hey, this isn't working for me. And they're like, oh, yeah, me either. That's why I'm already gone. This person is so flighty. If this little hooded man running away in the distance is the epitome of group 3's your person. Them being a little tiny coward shrouded in red in the night while spirit looks down on them like, really, you're finna run again? And you're doing the work, you're looking within, and they're just running away. And I feel like you called them on some bullshit, and I feel like if they called you while they were drunk, they'd be like, I know I'm full of shit, and trust me, I'm getting my karma. And I just think they would tell you, like, I need more time because I cannot figure this shit out, the Italian hand. I can't figure it out. Could be your twin as well here with the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like they want union. They want the happy marriage. They want the happy life and the picket fence and the lots of money and the building a family and the building a lineage. But they don't know how the hell to get there. They're like, how do people do this shit? Like, how do people share their emotions? How? How is this a That's them. It's like they're screaming so loud, but nothing's coming out. What else? Also, whatever they did to you, they'd be like, I know it was wrong. So, like, with the Seven of Swords here, they did something real fucked up. There could have even been addictions involved, like, or it could have been, like, they did something stupid when they drank too much or whatever, and it's like, if they've been denying, like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, or like, oh, you're just being dramatic, like, they'd be like, nah, like, I know what I did was really wrong. I just heard it keeps me up at night sometimes. They hate to see you cry. When you cry or tear up, it's like they just show me like a volcano going off in their stomach. And then they go get the shits probably. You know how that happens when you have like stress and then you just have to like fucking poop your pants? It's like that. I just heard I've been alone for so long. I have not had to account for other people's emotions, and I am doing this deep dive on myself, and it's terrifying. And it's like they go to look at a little piece of themselves and like what they need to heal, and then they're like, ah, that's scary, and then they leave, and then they're the hooded man shrouded in the night again, and then they go back and they're like, all right, let's try looking at this again with my lantern. Hello. And then they're like, ah, that's terrible. They don't like looking at their behavior because a lot of their behavior has been bad. Which is like you can't grow if you don't acknowledge that you've done something wrong. So they're really trying, but I just heard it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, taking responsibility for the way they have made other people feel through their poor behavior is like nails on a chalkboard, because they've always told themselves like, oh, that's a them problem. They're the one who's being too emotional. They're the one who created meaning around this. Like, they're the one who's doing this to themselves. You're mad at yourself. You're not mad at me. And so it's like they really are trying to examine this and change this behavior, but it's literally like nails on a chalkboard to them. It's very painful. There could be a major shift around Virgo season as well with this Hermit card. They're trying to find a balance too. This person could have really severe family trauma. They could also have children here with the Ten of Cups, or a child, or you guys could have children together or a child together. And it's like they're really trying to find that balance. And they just feel very discontent with like whatever is going on with their family, or with like with their immediate family. I just heard things are kind of dark right now, like whatever is going on in their immediate family that they come from, like their parents and siblings, not necessarily their extended family, like their core unit. There's some dark shit going on, and it's kind of what led them into these addictions that led them into the negative way that they treated you, because they couldn't process like the dark shit that was like being uprooted in their family unit. And they're trying to find a balance in that, and they're realizing that they're repeating old patterns. So like, let's say like their mom always treated them a certain way and it was like they hated it. They're realizing like with their child, if they have a child, or with their, you know, romantic partners, or anything, like anyone in their life, I do feel though that it's like family related. They're realizing they're becoming what they hate. So they could have resented one of their parents growing up, and they're becoming that parent that they resented. And this is something that they're processing on a really deep level. But like I said, it's like nails on a chalkboard to acknowledge that, because they looked at that parent so low. Like they had such a low viewpoint of that parental unit that they would always think like, I'll never end up like that. And they're realizing that they're like that. And it's been really painful. They would confess all of this to you. And they would say, sorry. I just heard, I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. And I feel like that's big. Like, I feel like they haven't admitted how sorry they are. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, Justice, and the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is saying that, like, whether they like it or not, they're being forced to look at themselves. Justice is coming. Like, justice will be served. Excuse me. I give it an 8. Justice will be served. I just heard that country song, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, when he's like, justice will be served and the battle will rage, this big dog will bite when you rattle his cage. I just heard, I ain't no bitch. So they're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at this shit. They're gonna deal with it. They're just avoiding it. They're really fighting it here with the Five of Wands. They're really fighting it. So they ain't no bitch. They are going to look at this. It's just painful. They're acknowledging to you that it's painful, that they need more time because it's harder than they thought. This is also the person that was taught, like, men don't cry. Men don't express their feelings. Like, there's a lot this person is processing. And so you will have justice. And you will get what you're looking for from this person, whether it's a commitment or like strong closure. I feel like the two of you are gonna come out the other end of this very strong. But right now, their inner work that they need to do is not on your list of things to be involved in. So if you're in a separation, it's because there's so much inner work that needs to be done. And I see by Libra season, there's going to be a major shift in this connection, and you're going to get what you wanted out of it. It'll just be up to you whether or not you still want that. So between now and Libra season, you might change your mind and be like, I'm not interested. But you will get the offer with the Ace of Pentacles. It's interesting. So how is Group 3's person viewing them right now. You're not taking shit anymore. You're over it. Like, you're looking within, you're doing, also they're seeing you as being like having a lot of suitors, very attractive, having a lot of options, and they are worried that because they're making you wait so long that they're going to lose their opportunity with you. Here with Pele, they think you're kind of pissed at them and that you're standing your ground and that you're not really like, you're just not messing with them. Also, something about your titties, because I'm just noticing her titties. You could have indigenous roots as well, or an indigenous past life with this person. But here with the Aphrodite and self-love, it really is like you're doing the work. You're looking within. You're loving yourself. And a lot of men are taking notice. Look, she's literally surrounded. Like, they just think you're so beautiful. You're the total package. You are strong. You are powerful. I just heard you're nothing like my mom. So it's like, if that is the issue that they're having, like, if that's the parent that they have the beef with, they're like, maybe perhaps in the past they would find a way to be like, oh, she's just like my mom, fuck this bitch. And now they're like, oh, wait, no, she's nothing like my mom. I'm my mom. That's sad, but true. And so they're also seeing you as moving with more strategy. Like, you're not falling for the same tricks. You're not falling for the same stuff. You put your foot down and you said enough is enough. And they see that you've become wise to them. And they think you're mad at them. Here with Pele and Adramache, they think that you're mad at them. They also think you're the strongest person they've ever encountered. And then here with Quitesh, they're very sexually attracted to you. Very sexually attracted to you. So what is your advice for group 3? We have mirror, who or what is triggering you. So continue to look within, continue to do the work. And that's another twin flamey thing, the mirror. So continue to focus on self and get out by water. That would be really good for you. And then we have leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. And I feel like that's about letting this go. Because like I said, these issues that they're going through are not your problem to fix. Like, if you're in a separation, it's because you're supposed to be. And yeah, so you go first, the universe will catch you. Just let go. And then we have Council of Light, divine orchestration, and helpers in the subtle realms. So you have a lot of support around you. You have a lot of support around you right now. You have to trust that everything... Friendly skies, you have a lot of support. We have Council of Light and friendly skies. And doesn't this look like the little moon that I pointed out that's like watching over him as he runs away as a cloaked figure in the night? Like the drama queen he is. Where is he? There he is. He's like, I'm out of here. I have to face myself. I'm out of here. And look, here's the moon. This is an ancestor. There's a certain ancestor that's watching over this. But you have a lot of spirits watching over this right now, because part of this lesson that you're having from this is part of your karma too. Like, this is part of this is your lesson as well. So you have a lot of helpers in the subtle realms that are walking you through this. And then what they're saying as well is that, well, first of all, this person thinks you have a really beautiful mouth because we have hot lips. But they're saying with Wild Roses here, you're doing the best with what you've got. And the more grateful you are, the more gratitude you express for the situation that you find yourself in, the more you bloom in adversity. So make sure that you're being grateful, make sure that you're giving yourself credit, and make sure that you understand that, like, the universe is not working against you, it's literally working with you. You just have some really severe karmic energy that needs to be cleared before you guys can come into union. That's all I have for you, group 3. I'm just like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and hopefully I'll see you another time. Okay, I love you. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Hello, group 4. Hello, group 4. This is for you. This one's for you. Cheers. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, I just heard let my love adorn you. Spicy. All right, let's see. Group 4's person, what would you say to group 5? I just heard you're a chump. This person likes to mess with you. Like, they like to, like, insult you. You guys have, like, a good back and forth. Not insult you in a rude way. Like, this is a jokester. This is a jester. A jester, like, trickster spirit that likes to mess with you. You guys have this good back and forth. You like it. You like it when they insult you. And they like it when you insult them back because not a lot of people can hang. Like, they insult people and people take it personally. But you're like, oh, you want to insult me? I'll fucking insult you back, you little bitch. Page of Cups, Death, King of Pentacles. Oh, if they drunk called. Okay, if they drunk called, I just heard, I've been around the world and I've never met a girl like you. And then I just heard, you ain't never had a friend like me, but I died. With the genie from Aladdin. So Aladdin could be a connection for you. Also, you could work with the jinn, and the jinn could be helping to orchestrate this connection. Something about you has really stuck in them. So they could be someone who travels a lot. They could be somebody who's like all over the place. They have a lot of friends. They have a lot of connections. I just heard Are You Happy too, like by Bo Burnham. It's like, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Are you happy? So maybe they got what they wanted and it wasn't what they thought they wanted. Like, maybe they've been really, like, maybe they were fighting for that promotion and they got that promotion and were like, this fucking sucks. Like, this person is living the dream in one way or another, but they're not necessarily feeling fulfilled by it because they don't have a partner to live in that dream world in, basically. And I just heard, I can't trust anybody. So this could be someone who went through a lot in the past, or it's someone who has a lot to lose. So they have a lot to offer, which means they have a lot to lose, which is why they don't trust people, because they've been burned in the past. If they called you, they'd tell you the moment they laid eyes on you, it was like their heart skipped a beat and there was something about you that made them be like, whoa. Because look, literally the fish is like hopping out of, I just heard something else hopped out of my pants. So maybe something else was hopping. And I just dropped the card. I'm like smitten. I'm like, oh my god. My lights just flickered. Wow. And maybe it was like when you guys like met and like locked eyes. It was like this special moment. And I really do feel like it's like they haven't met anybody like you. I just heard your beauty is timeless. Your beauty is something I haven't been able to find anywhere else. And it's not just the outer beauty, it's the inner beauty as well. With the Page of Cups, it's like they never could have expected this. It was like they met you at a point in their life when they were not looking. And then they saw you, and I can't forget you. I just heard I dream of you often. So you're often in their dreams, and maybe they're in yours. With the Death card, I feel Scorpio season, there'll be a major shift, but at the same time, it almost feels like when they met you, something changed in them. So I feel as though you guys activated each other's DNA. So you could be from a similar soul family or a similar light bubble, how I perceive where souls come from. So your souls could come from a similar light bubble, and it shifted and activated something in them. They're also telling me too that like something in them is dying. So like, and it's not a bad death. It's like an old way of being or like a lack of self-esteem or whatever. They're going through some sort of like ego death right now. And I just heard the sun will always rise. So this person could be feeling kind of depressed or like worn down. And it's like, my nose is itching, so I feel like you are going to hear from this person or meet them again, and I feel like it'll be a divine encounter. So it's like you might run into them somewhere, or like you end up in the right place at the right time where you guys come into a reconnection. But they just keep trying to remind themselves that the sun will rise again and that things will get better. With a King of Pentacles, they would tell you that they want to commit to you and that they have a lot to offer, and it's almost like even though this person, it feels like this person is like very charismatic, they have a lot to offer, both like with stability and emotionally, but financially as well. And it's like, maybe because they, I guess, I don't want to sound braggy, but I can totally relate because like, I don't know, as like a beautiful woman, this is just gonna sound maybe so conceited, but please know it's not coming from that place. It's coming from my heart. Like, as a beautiful woman, recognizing that I'm a beautiful woman who is successful with like her own business, and I don't, Cornica was just dragging her butt on the ground. That poor cat is just, sometimes she does the butt drag. Ugh. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh my god. It stinks. So embarrassing, but whatever. I have a cat and she pooped in her box. It is what it is. You know, maybe you have a child with this person, because when there's a kid, there are a lot of bad smells and there's a lot of poop involved when you have a baby. All right, we're getting off that topic of conversation. So what was I saying? Oh, being a beautiful woman with a successful business and like enough money to take myself on vacation alone, and like enough money to perpetuate my business, and not only perpetuate my business, but I doubled what I made last year. I'm very proud of that. And I worked really hard to get to this point. And for those of you who know, you know I started with nothing. So it's one of the reasons why I support America and believe in the American dream. And as much as the systems are corrupt here, I do believe that there's more opportunity than other areas in the world. And so for that, I'm grateful. And so when you have a lot, sometimes people just want to take. Like, sometimes people just want to be with you for status, or they want to be with you because you're hot and they just want to tell you whatever they want to tell you to sleep with you, or like they want to be with you to get insight on how to start their own business or how to start their, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have secret intentions and hidden motives. And so it feels like this person has like dealt with that a lot in their life and in their career. And with you, I just heard when you hold hands, it's like the whole world stops. And when you feel their touch, it like feels different than others who have touched you. But here with the King of Pentacles, it's like they're ready to settle down, but they just feel like they can't trust people. Or they were with someone in the past who was like really vindictive and created this huge barrier around trust with them. But with you showing up, they're showing up as the King of Pentacles and you're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles, and they feel like you're someone who they could actually build with, who's not trying to take from them, who's not trying to take advantage of them or, you know, use them. Yeah, they felt some really strong emotions towards you, and they could be feeling a little stressed out, like, excuse me, I give it an 8. They could be feeling stressed out as well, because it's like, They could actually also come to you in your dreams or astrally and help to relieve you of certain like cords. Like, you need to cut the cords with this person and cut the cords within yourself. But also it's like they're having a lot of anxiety because you're eliciting these emotions out of them that nobody else elicits out of them. And I think this person wants to settle down, but they have a life of travel with the Six of Swords. Like, whatever job they've chosen for themselves is one where they don't have like a home base. And so it's like they're really emotional right now, and they want to settle down, and they're feeling like they want a family, and they're feeling like they want all these things, but they have an obligation to travel. And also, this person could be in the public eye with the Page of Swords. But they also, it's like they're seeing this part of themselves. So it's like that Make Happy song by Bo Burnham. It's like they got what they thought they wanted, and it wasn't exactly what they wanted. They're realizing like they want to meet a nice person and have a family. I think this person is very successful in career, and I think they have quite a stable financial foundation. And it's like they cracked the matrix for career, and it's like it wasn't what they thought it would be, and now they want to crack the matrix around their emotions. Yeah, they're feeling a little sad, so just send them some positive energy. But this person has a lot of options, and you have a lot of options, and you both have set strong boundaries around communication. but I think that you're going to be getting unexpected communication from this person. And I think that you need to set the boundaries from the beginning, especially because if this person is traveling a lot, that means that they go to a lot of different places and meet a lot of different people. And so you need to set the boundaries around your expectations in your relationship. And if it's like, you know, what is good, what is fine with you, if like with meeting new people, and what is not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it an open relationship? Is it closed? Is it, my nose is itching. This person's definitely coming back. Yeah, you just have to set your boundaries from the beginning with this person. We have the Six of Cups. There's something about you that felt very like a kindred spirit. And like, also, like I said, they like that you give them back and forth. They like that you kind of like that you can keep up, that you can like if they make a joke at you, you can make a joke back. You're very smart, you're very witty. And I see that eventually the pull to you is going to make this person chase you. I almost just heard like, I just saw Cinderella, so it's like they could be like, it's like they were looking and looking and looking for the right person, and they found the right person in you. And when they recognize that, it's like they're gonna run to you, because it's, I just heard that song, I'm gonna run to you, my nose is itching. You'll get some sort of offer around the star, a reconciliation, and then they are going to express to you that you are in this Empress energy to them, but all you really have to do is stay in that Empress energy in order to attract them. Just focus on yourself. Yeah, this person's definitely lonely, and they do worry that someone else is going to snatch you up and make you theirs. So just send them some kind energy if you want. How does Group 4's person see them? They're very intrigued by you. They see you in this dark goddess energy of Persephone. I just heard, I want to dive into your waters and I want to know you. They want to know you like inside and out, pun intended. Oh shit, they're spicy. They see you as a bit guarded here, but as someone who's a leader and who takes charge, and someone who's connected to the spiritual realms. They also see you as ascended. They don't meet a lot of people who they feel like are on their energetic level, and they feel like you're on their energetic level. Yeah, they see you as a partner. Here with the Lakshmi, prosperity, it's Lakshmi and Shiva. They see you as a life partner and as a counterpart. And then Pomona is like, it's abundance. So they see you as abundant. They see you as, they think you're very beautiful. Because this is like my beauty card, because she just looks like the most beautiful goddess, like my idea of what a goddess looked like when I was a kid. They see you as abundant, beautiful, and a prize to be won, not just something you grab with a one-night stand, you know what I mean? They see you too with Newt as like, they could see you as mother material. They could see you as someone to build a life and a family with. Yeah, they feel very connected to you, and like they'd like to build with you. So what's your advice for Group 4? We have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. So you've been going through some DNA upgrades. And then we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So whatever you've been going through and dealing with and unearthing from within you, it's happening for you, not to you. This is all for your greatest good. We have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So you need to get out and have some more fun. And then we have fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So right now you need some alone time to really rest. Have a day where you just like chill. Just like binge a series on Netflix. Drink a lot of water, relax, and take care of yourself because you deserve it. And then... Okay, so we have Archangel of Mental Makeovers and Mending Day. So I feel like both of you are going through some major like shifts in your mindset and understanding of reality right now, and Spirit is healing you. Spirit wants you to know that you have really beautiful like gifts coming in the future, big beautiful blessings, and you just have to trust it. And with the fairy dust, it's like they're making it happen, but they can't tell you too much because fairies are tricky and they really like to keep people wondering. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group 4. Like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I hope I see you again sometime. All right, one last cheers, and I'm going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amora, Namaste, but power to you, so more to be, always works, always a blessing. Oh. Alright, I got a Magic 8 ball. Ask your yes or no question. By the way, this isn't serious. This is just silly. You don't take it too serious. Ask your yes or no question. As I see it, yes, it says. I feel like when I turn it, it'll go away. Yeah, it's gone. And then now it just says most likely. And now it's gone again. Now it's just me. It's Inception. It's Dutchception. Okay, that's it. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Goodbye. Have a beautiful time. Bye-bye. If you watch Adult Swim. Okay, bye. Love you. Chi-chi. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Olive juice, olive juice, olive juice, olive juice, olive juice, olive juice, olive juice. Beetlejuice, 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 Beetlejuice. We forgot to press the record button. Join. She's really gonna lay next to that speaker like a fucking rave cat. Look at her. A part of your world. She's got red hair now. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye.